Hello students, warm greetings to all of you and welcome to Carmel. And this is your first class of your business studies. I hope all are happy to join to Carmel College. You will have a very good experience in these 2 years. And myself, Daisy, from the Department of Commerce, I'll be handling accountancy and business studies for you people. And some children are aware of me that will be texting in the group. So now I will be doing business studies for you. And today we are going to discuss the first chapter in the business studies. Okay. I think it is going to be completely a new chapter for all of you. I know how it is. Don't get panic. First, you should console yourself that you took a very good selection, that this is your very best choice, what you did it, and the college is also very good. All the teachers are really very good for you, and we are ready. We are happy to help you, anyone, anytime. And you are there for that only, and you have to learn it and be sincere from the day one. But some small things I want to tell you before we are getting into the chapter. And these are the some things I'm expecting from you. If it is a regular class, we would have met face to face, we would have met now, but not a problem. But at least in through this, whatever I want to tell you, I'll just share it to you. So any queries it is there, or any doubts you there, any clarification you want it, then and there itself you clarify your doubts. Okay. So that is the very first thing, because it's completely a new syllabus, new subject, and new chapters. Everything is going to be new to you. Something completely different from your old. Yes or no? Now you came to the college, and now you are not a school children. You are all grown up now. And I want everyone to take initiative by yourself and start doing your work. But whenever any clarifications you required, we just post it in the group, or if you feel shy to tell in front of everyone, you can text me separately, because I am there in all the groups. For example, 1C is also there, 1D, 1E, I am there in all the three groups. So whichever you feel it, ma'am, I'm not able to understand, however, we have to go with whatever it is, but then and there itself you clarify your doubt, so that it will be easy for you to go through, because in henceforth slowly the chapters will be going tough, because it's a new terms, new terminology, everything will be new to you. But only thing, you have to comfort yourself that it is very easy, I can able to do. And all the best for all of you who have joined here. And definitely you can able to succeed it. Only thing, until you ask, you do not get anything. Okay. Then one more thing, what I'm expecting from you, some basic things I'm expecting. First, you make one 200 pages notebook exclusively for business studies. Okay. And same way, whenever in the accountancy class, I'll tell you what is the requirements. That time, I'll tell you. Even you would have watched in the introductory section also, what all the expectations on how the work is going to happen. Some things are like that. Okay. And now, if I only I'll talk about only exclusively only about business studies. Okay. So in business studies, you make one separate 200 pages notebook. Point one is clear. Next one, you are watching the video, and when in all the slides you pause the video, write it down everything. That is very, very important. You have to write everything neatly. It is clear, because that is only one solution you are going to get in the future. That is only one thing which will help you. The second one, when I'm explaining how you understand, immediately write it in the pencil in the simultaneously how you are understanding. Let it be any language, because you should understand. See, now I am explaining, you will understand. But when you are coming in future, you see the same thing, it looks new. So what I want you to do when I'm explaining, listen to that carefully. When you're not able to understand, once again rewind and just look into that, you will understand the better, and immediately take a pencil and write it down. That is very important. So that one I will help you. You can use any of your languages. It can be Hindi, Kannada, English, or Sanskrit, whichever you feel it comfortable, you can use it, because that is only going to be your understanding. Point two is clear. Then after writing everything, after watching all the videos, that means today's video, if you finish it, you immediately will be getting a quiz. Attend the quiz also. That is very important. Make sure your quiz, you should not get least mark. That means you're not attending the video and you're not understanding the concept. You should understand the concept, get into that. Don't watch the video, just listen. That is very important. Watching, we can watch movies like that, but you are listening. Listening means something should get into your brain, not only through the ears, only even it should get into your brain also. It is clear? And then analyze it. Then start doing your quiz. But the quiz will be disabled by sharp 3 o'clock. So by before that itself, you have to finish it your quiz. After, if you are doing that, definitely you are not supposed to, it will not allow you to do the quiz. Then it will look like absent. So in order to avoid that, better once you listen the video, understand the video, once you understand, start doing the quiz. You can't do 2 3 times, you can't do it, because only it is one time, one quiz you have to do it. It is clear. Then after finishing the quiz, submit it. Then I'll get the response. Based on the next day, I will post it to you, what you have to do, and why you are doing the least, that means you're not understanding. You can, you by yourself, you will come to a picture, how you are, where you are, everything will come to the picture of that. And any doubt is there, clarify then and there itself. Don't hesitate, because if you start hesitating till the end of your second PUC, you'll be hesitating and you can't able to study. That is a very important thing I want to tell you. Until you open up and ask it, you will not get it. You understand? After this, it is clear. After doing that, you will be getting a quiz also. Sorry, assignment also you will be getting. Once you got your assignment, start writing that in the same notebook. You continue. I'll be giving 2 questions. Depends upon the today's topic. If it is today's topic is one, I'll give you 1 question, or I'll split the questions and give it into two, or depends upon the chapters. Okay, and today's topics also. So what I want you to do, I want everyone to write down clearly and then keep it with you. So your answers is again going to be in the form of again seeing the PPT and you are going to write it. It looks like you are redoing. It's okay, not a problem. Or you can write down the questions there and you can keep it and keep it with you only. So now you are not going to upload anything. Just you write and keep it your assignments with you only. It is clear? This is what I want to tell you. And coming to today's, okay, then you make a 200 pages, you buy all your stationaries and make sure whether you are using your number. And if it is not your number, then not a problem, you can use one of your parent number. But make sure that number should be available at home, because you have to use it through that number. You'll be getting a link, and with it, that link you can able to watch the video. Up to this, it is clear, I believe. Any doubt, then and there itself, you clarify, don't hesitate and prolong for a long time. Okay. So we'll start with the today's topic. So today we are going to start with a new chapter that is called as chapter 1, business, trade and commerce. See, last year it was like a nature and significance of business. But now this time, last year also it was looks like business, trade and commerce. Previous year it was looks like nature and significance of commerce. Now it is changed, but you keep it in mind. Any two also you should remember. So recently, chapter 1 is called as business, trade and commerce, and before 2 years it was looks like a nature and significance of management. Commerce. Okay. Now today's topic, we are going to discuss about the meaning of business and characteristics of business. Two topics we are going to listen today. So first, what is business? You should know what is business. Seeing your picture, you can understand what it is. At least something should run in your mind. So buying and selling. Every time you are using this word, you are coming across with this word, and you are coming across with these situations every year, but we are not understanding this is only the concept of business. But what is business here? Business is an economic activity concerned with the production and sale of goods and services undertaken for the purpose of earning profit by satisfying human needs. That means what it is here? Business is an economic activity. You should know what is economic activity. So what is economic activity? Economic activities are those human activities. That means what? Economic itself is understood as a monetary. Monetary means what? It is a money, cash. Okay. So here we will use the term as economic, means here in commerce we'll use it as monetary. Monetary is nothing but cash or money, which you are all familiar with the words. Okay. So economic activities are those human activities That means what? Here I am going to connect this economic activities with what? With the human activities. A human means we people. Whatever we are doing, no, from the time we get up from the bed till we get into the bed, you think what all the activities we are doing. All the activities all comes under the economic. Somewhere, everything it is economic only. You want to buy a toothbrush? Yes, economic activity. Money is important to buy. You want a paste, you want a soap, again, you want to have a breakfast, each and everything, your clothes, everything, it is related with your economic only. Nothing is getting free of cost. Yes or no? So, economic activities are those activities which are undertaken to earn a source of livelihood or livelihood. What is mainly it is called as undertaken to earn. See why we are doing all this, why we are doing economic activities, because we have to live. All the human beings have to live. To live, we want some source. Yes or no? To earn something, in order to live, we want something to earn. So in order to earn, we want some economic. That means we want some money. So how we are going to get this money? Only by doing a business. So reverse, if you connect it also, you will get a point. You have to live. You means you're all the human beings should live. To live what I wanted, I want money. So I want money. That means what? I want economic. To want economic, what I want business. So reverse of that also you can do. Okay. So now coming to the meaning of business. So business is an economic activity concerned with the, so concerned here I am connecting with what? Production and sale of goods. Not only producing the goods and keeping. See for example, your mother, she is preparing food or breakfast today. What she's doing, she's producing something, she's preparing breakfast, and what she's doing, she's kept in the kitchen. It is understood it is not a business, it is not complete, it is not complete. When it will be complete, say, and sale of goods, she's not going to sell. I am meaning here, you are going to consume it, you are going to eat it, and you are going to finish it, then it is called as the complete. That is what that work purpose is going to be complete purpose. That means your mother just bought something with the economic. She bought with the economic, she bought some vegetables, some groceries, utensils, everything she bought it, and she's cooking now for you. That is a production. After producing, what you are doing, you are consuming. That is very important. Consuming means you are eating. Here it is a meaning I am telling with example. In the example, it looks like eating. It is clear. If it is a business, what I'll do, I'll produce the product, and what I'll do, I should not keep it in my company or in my factory. What should I do? And I should sell that goods. Then only it is going to be a complete process. When buying, and I should sell it. That is very important. Goods and services. Here I am telling you, you can produce and sell the goods and services. What is meant by goods and what is meant by services? Very, very important. Goods is a tangible. Tangible means which you can able to see. That is very important. And services is intangible, which you cannot able to see that. You understand? See for example, what all comes under tangible and what all comes under intangible. It is clear. See, your mother is preparing, same example, your mother is preparing the food, and what she is doing there, she is, that food you can able to see, then it is called as what? It is a production. When you are eating, the taste will be there. Yes or no? The taste you can't able to see. Yes or no? You feel that you can feel the taste, but you can't see the taste. Your mother is preparing with so much of love. The smell, aroma, everything it is coming. So what will happen? You can able to see all that. Then it is called as services. You understand the concept between the goods and the services. So goods means which you can able to see. That is tangible. Tangible means you can able to see, you can able to touch, you can able to feel. That is called as goods. When you can't able to see, but you can touch, you can feel, then it is called as what? Services. So services is intangible, which you can't able to see, you can't able to touch also, but you can feel it. Then it is called as services. See for example, I'm teaching you the business studies classes now. You can able to see me, but whether you can able to see what I'm talking, but you can feel it. You understand? Then it is called as, so many examples you can give. You can see the doctors. You can see the doctor. But what the doctor is treating you, you can't able to see it. You can only feel it. You understand? Then it is all called as services. So any product you are buying, and that product is called as goods, items. So many words you can use it here. Products, goods, item. Don't use the word good. Good is, it is called as adjective. In English, we will use the word as good. If you use yes in that, it immediately it comes as a noun, and then it is called as what? It's a product. It's a business term. Automatically, if it is only good, it is a English. If it is goods, means it comes under commerce term. It is clear. And services undertaken. Why I am doing all this? Why I am producing and why I am selling all this? For the purpose of earning profit. You tell me, any of you, ma'am, I will do the business for loss. Any one of you, if it is there, you text me next day after listening that. Ma'am, I am very much happy to do the business in the loss. I want to do the business for a loss purpose, ma'am. Then only I will be succeeding. Anyone is having that perspective, you text me. Otherwise, you no need to text. And understood. Okay. So who will do like that? Only the person who is lunatic, who is a mad people will think all that. That means what it is? I will do the business, but I want to undergo loss. Then that people is called as what? A mad people. Something wrong in their brain. It is clear. So purpose of earning profit by satisfying human needs. Very, very important. Why I am doing, I should earn profit. Simply I can't earn profit. Yes or no? See, for example, your mother is cooking. Same example I'll tell you. Your mother is preparing food. If it is tasty only, you will eat and finish everything. If it is not tasty, what you will be? You are not satisfied there. Then it is going to be wastage. That food is going to be wastage. You understand? So when you are the company, when the businessman is producing something, it should be the purpose for selling also. After selling, I should earn profit also. After profit, what I should do? Main thing, when I will get more profit, when the human, that is the consumer, is satisfied, then only I will earn more. And when I'm not satisfying with this, what will happen? We'll stop the product, will not buy the product. Automatically, the sales will not happen. Production will happen and keep it aside. And it will be there in the factory itself for a long time. It will be there in the factory. And after some time, they have to close the company and they have to go. That is the only thing will happen. So ultimately, who should be happy? Your consumer. Human should be happy. You understand? So this is called as business. So the important keywords, what are the important keywords here? The keyword is economic activity. That is one keyword. Production and sale of goods and services. That's the second keyword. Undertaken for the purpose of, for what? Earning profit. Purpose of earning profit. Third keyword. And satisfying human needs. Fourth keyword. So why I told this keywords? Henceforth, that keyword matters a lot when you are writing any questions there. It is clear. Hereafter, when you started coming to the college, so all the keywords will be matter for your test. If that keywords is missing, that is a very important words in the answer. That is what. So four keywords are there in this answer. So all the four keywords are important. Without that, you can't able to write it. It is clear. So if that keywords is missing, you will be losing the marks according to your how many keywords you are missing. That's what I'm keep on telling you. In whichever the questions, that keywords are important. Okay. So once again, I'll read it. So what is business? Business is an economic activity concerned with the production and sale of goods and services undertaken for the purpose of earning profit by satisfying human needs. So what is economic activities? Very simple term, it is money. Understand? Simple word, it is money. Next, now we are going to the next topic, characteristics of business. Totally you have 7 points are there. We'll see what are the things. An economic activity, production or procurement of goods and services, sale or exchange of goods and services, dealings in goods and services on a regular services, profit earning, uncertainty of return, and the last one, element of risk. So totally you have 7 points in the characteristics of business activity. So we'll see in detail what it is. So first one, economic activity. Business is considered as to be an economic activity. So before itself, I told you that point. Economic activity. Economic means what it is completely. Nobody will give the product for free. Nobody will buy the product for free. Yes or no? So everything it is considered to an economic activity because it is undertaken with the object of earning money or source of livelihood. That means what it is. One, your purpose should earn more money, or the purpose to make your human beings to survive. That is your main motive here. It is clear. Next one, production or procurement of goods and services. So what is production and procurement? Both are same only. You are producing or you are procuring. Both are same. Producing means what? You are putting all the raw materials, you are producing some product, it is called the production. Yes or no? Or procurement. Both are almost the same of goods and services. So next, every business enterprises, okay, every business enterprises either manufactures the goods or purchases the goods. What is the difference between manufacturing and purchasing? Now, I'll give an example, differences between manufacturing and purchasing. Now you are very much hungry. What you will do? Either you will produce, you will go to kitchen, you'll produce the food and eat, or you order in the Swiggy and you will eat. That is the difference. When you produce by yourself, it is called as manufacturing. When you purchase from somebody and it's already prepared and you're purchasing from somebody, it is called as purchasing. You understand the differences between two? So here also every business, what they'll do, either they will manufacture or they will purchase. They'll purchase from somebody and they will assemble everything and they will do what we are doing in the computers. No, they are not going to manufacture. They'll buy from some people, keyboard from some company and mouse from some people, monitor from somebody, CPU from somebody, like that they'll buy. That is what it is called as purchase. You'll purchase, you'll buy from somebody, and then what you will do? You assemble it and make a complete finished product and sell it. That is one step. Another way what you are going to do, you will buy the raw materials and you only will make the keyboard 100%, the keys, everything, the fonts, everything, the designs, everything you will do. You understand? In that case, it is called as manufacturing. So either manufacture the goods or purchase the goods. So for whatever may be the reason, that is called production or procurement. Production means you are manufacturing. Procurement means you are purchasing. Now you understand the differences between production and procurement. To be sold, for what I am doing all this, why I am manufacturing or why I am purchasing all that, in order to be sold to the consumer. My ultimate aim is that only. Nobody will purchase the product and throw it outside, or nobody will produce the product or put it in the bin. Yes or no? What you will do? You will purchase, you will use it, or you will purchase and give it to somebody. That is what. Nobody will purchase and throw it outside. Your mother will cook the food every day morning, she'll prepare and she'll throw it in the bin. That means what is the logic there? That nobody will do that. It is clear. So I purchase the goods to be sold. I'm preparing or I'm manufacturing, whatever it is, to be sold. To whom you are going to sell, you are going to sell it to your consumer. Who is the consumer? The ultimate last people who is going to use the product is called as the consumer or user. Okay. Next, one example it is given here. Goods can be either consumer goods like this goods. Again, I'm here it is mentioned, some goods here, goods. I'm using this word again and again. What is the meaning of that? Goods may be either consumer goods like sugar, biscuits, notebook, etc. or capital goods like machinery, furniture, etc. You feel very difficult to understand all these new words are there. Capital goods, consumer, machinery, this and all, something you feel it is difficult. It's not difficult, actually it's very easy. Don't get panic yourself. Okay, so consumer goods means what it is. We will not buy in bulk. Consumer, I'm talking about consumer. Consumer means who? The last person who will buy the goods in the sea. Nobody will buy sugar 1 ton and keep in a house. Anybody is there? You tell me. Okay, you text it to me. Yes ma'am, we'll buy rice 1 ton rice we'll buy and we'll store it at home, ma'am, for daily use. And we'll buy lakhs together of biscuits and we will be storing in our storeroom, ma'am. If anybody is there, you tell me. Nobody is there. That means what is the meaning here? Sugar you buy on 2 kg and again after 2 kg again you will buy. So you are not going to store it and keep it for a long time. So that means what it is? It is going to be a consumer goods. Consumer goods which is on and off you'll buy and you will use, buy and use. Yes or no? Capital goods, that means what it is? Capital goods like a machinery and furniture, etc. That means this capital itself is understood. It's a huge, it's a big. That means you will not buy monthly one furniture and will use it. What you will do? That furniture will be there in your house for almost 10 years, 15 years, at least for 5 to 10 years it will be there. Then it is all called as capital goods. That means the duration of the product will be very more days it will come, and you will not on and off, you will not buy that. See, for example, now everyone, most of them bought a mobile now, or most of you bought the computer or laptops. You bought it. Every month you will go and buy one phone. You will not do. That means it is a capital goods. You will invest more on that and it will be used for a long time. Same thing. Sugar you will not buy for a long time and keep it for a long time. Monthly once you will go and buy. So now you understand. That is called as consumer goods. This is called as capital goods. Okay. Next, services include services like transportation, electricity, insurance. You can able to see all this. You don't tell, ma'am, you are seeing the vehicle. I'm not talking about the vehicle. I'm talking about the transportation. So you can't able to see because it's a service. Transport means what? We are transporting your goods in the vehicles from one place to another place. Yes or no? Anybody can able to see the transportation. You can see cycle, you can see bike, car, truck, all that it comes under vehicle, transport. It is a transport vehicle. I'm talking about transportation. Transportation, the work which the vehicle is doing, the transport is doing, that you can't able to see. Then it is called as transportation. Electricity. Anybody can able to see electricity? No. Insurance. You can't able to see. So these are the services will be required. Suddenly, if any fire has happened in the godown, what you will have to do? You need insurance. You want to produce the good. You need electricity. You want to send the goods to the consumer. You want transportation. Yes or no? So you will be learning all this topic in detail in the upcoming week. But now you should know basic things. What is services? Services which you cannot able to see. That is very important. You cannot touch, but you can feel it. When you're traveling in a car for a long drive, you feel the pleasant, you feel so happy, the freshness, but you can't see, but you can't touch that. You understand? Electricity, you can feel it. Yes, current is there, power is there. I can feel it, but you can't go and touch and see that. It is clear? Same way. Next point, sales or exchange of goods and services. So what is the next point here talking about? Business involves sale or transfer or exchange of goods and services for value. Very, very important, for value. Value means what? For money. You are buying, anybody go to the shop, you take two stationery, two pen, and don't pay money. They'll tell happily, okay, take and go, my dear boy, take and go, my dear girl. Any shopkeeper will tell like that, then he should be mad. Yes or no? So business involves what? Sale. Definitely. Sale means here company, you have to remember immediately, it is a economic activity. That means money is there. Transfer. You can buy the product. Okay. After one day, you are feeling it is not writing properly. What you will do? You can transfer. You can give it to somebody or exchange. I don't want this pen is not writing. Give me the good one. You can do that also. It is clear. Of goods and services for value. Whatever you are doing, it should be for the money. Next point. Dealings in goods and services on a regular basis. Every day you will be dealing. Morning you are hungry, you will eat breakfast. You will take bath. Yes or no? You are fresh. After that, what you will do? Again afternoon you will feel hungry. Again you will eat. Again you will sleep. Again you in the evening again you feel hungry. Again you will eat. Again the day. Every day this will be regular. Same way you also have to. Morning you studied. Don't close and keep it your book. Afternoon again you read. Evening again you read. Night again just go through what we did from the morning. Have a look on that. That is very important. Your breathing is not telling, okay, from morning I am breathing, now I'll take a rest. Your breath is telling like that. No, your lungs is functioning. Your heart is telling, Papa, I'm continuously tired of you. 12 years, 10 years, I'm pumping, I'm so tired, I'll take a rest now. No. Then we should not also take a rest in your studies. You have to study on a regular basis. See, whatever you have to do, no, everything is there in the business. Okay. Dealings in goods and services. So, business involves dealings in goods or services on a regular basis. Every day I should do the business. You see, any shopkeeper once in a blue moon is opening the shop. No, every day it will be open. 2 days once you'll go and buy something because it is over. You will go and buy something. You want your notebook, you'll go and buy. It depends upon like that. It is clear. So it should be on a regular basis. That means what it is. You have to keep on seeing that it should be on a regular basis. So once your work is over, again go and shop the next one. It will be like that. Okay. Next example. If a person keeps a stock of TV sets and sells them regularly, then it is called as a business. What you people are doing? We are also having a TV and we are at the home. Are we doing business? No, because we are not selling them. We are using them. That is the difference between a businessman and a consumer. Consumer, what you are doing? You are buying one pen from the shop and you are not using that pen. Sorry, you are not selling the pen to somebody. What you are doing? You are using the pen or you are exchanging. Here I told you, ma'am, you told exchange. Yeah, you are not selling the product. You are exchanging the product. You understand? Then we are called as a consumer. So who is called as a businessman? See, for example, a businessman is buying a TV or a furniture. We'll keep it like an example. And lots of furniture is there at home. You understand my point is clear? Lots of furniture there at the office. What he will do? Then he is called as the businessman there. One furniture he is taking and keeping at home. Furniture means you know what it is. It's a table, chair, sofa, all it is called as furniture. One sofa set is taking and keeping at home. Is it business then? Definitely no. What is called as then? It is called as for personal use. I am doing something. That time it is not going to be a business. When I am keeping the same thing in the office or in the factory or in the showroom, it is called as what? It is called as a business. The same one sofa I am taking and keeping at home, it is called as a consumer durable product. I am using that product. I am not selling the product. You understand? So, if a person keeps stock of TV set and sells them regularly, that is very important. That is what I told you. It should be on a regular basis. We discussed here, no? It should be on a regular basis. Whatever you are doing, no, it should be on a regular. Don't once in a blue moon I'll study, then you will fail. Every day if you study, you will be the topper of the college or topper of the class. Depends upon the way how regular you are. It is clear. So if a person keeps a stock of TV sets and sells them regularly, it becomes a business. Next, profit earning. One of the main purpose of business is to earn income by the way of profit. So profit means what here? See, for example, you are producing a product for 100 rupees and you are selling the same product for 150 rupees. You understand my point is clear? So you are producing the product for 100 rupees and the same product you are selling it to 150. So how much more you sold there? 50 rupees. That 50 rupees will be called as your profit. I believe you understand the word profit here. That is what every businessman should do. You can't buy the product for 100 rupees or produce the product for 100 rupees and you can't sell it for 80 rupees. No one will do that stupidness. Yes or no? Then if we do that, then we are the big mad in that we can't able to do the work. So what is the main thing? Whenever you are producing the product or you are procuring the product, whether it is manufacturing or whether it is a procurement, whatever it is, you should sell it in the form of profit. That 50 rupees, it is for you. That is what it is called as. That is why businessmen make all possible efforts to maximize profit by increasing the volume of sales or by reducing the cost. Some people will tell, no, buy one, get one offer. Some sample things they will give, some discounts they'll give, some offer they'll give. For what all this? All to make profit, to attract the consumer and henceforth you see the advertisement what is happening, no, Now you become all completely become a commerce student. You just see the advertisement, each and every advertisement. Literally, you just observe. Don't only watch, just listen and observe. Don't only see. Okay, just see how it is. Just have a look on that. After looking that, you will have an idea how stupid it will be. It is clear. Today that person is having lots of hair fall will be there, and they apply this hair oil. Next day lots of hair will be growing. You just see all that, you look laughing there. But this many days we're not observing all that. Have an idea or just have a look on that. How stupid. Why all this is happening? Only and only because to attract the consumer. When your consumer is attracted, today you're so black, not a problem. Your complexion is not that good. Okay, apply Fair and Lovely. You will become so fair and all of you will see you. That means what is the meaning here? Immediately whose skin tone will change immediately. That means it's attraction what people is giving you. So in order to attract and make more profit, all the businessmen will do all that. Uncertainty of return, that means what here? There is no guarantee of profit in the business. Everyone will not get guarantee means 100 percentage profit everyone will get. Definitely no. See, all of you listening this video, how many of you understood? All 100% understood. All of you got a full 10 marks in the quiz. Then it is understood full profit. Definitely all of you not going to get out of it. So what is the reason here? So 100% no guarantee of profit, no 100% guarantee of success in everywhere. There will be here and there some shortages will be there. So how much you work hard, you want a more profit, work hard, be sincere, regularly you do the work, then definitely you will get a profit. Okay, that is the meaning here. So it is not it is uncertainty. That means I can't give any guarantee. Whatever you invest, 1 lakh you invested, you will get 2 lakhs. I can't tell like that because you're not doing any work. Definitely you will not. When you're not up to mark with the consumer point of view, you will not work out. It is clear. The last point, element of risk. Business involves an element of risk. Definitely there is a lot of risk is there. Difficulties is there. Challenge is there. But you have to, being a businessman, you have to overcome all the challenges and you have to eliminate it, remove all the risk and make a success. When it will become as a success, when all the risk is eliminated. What is the risk here? The risks are related with certain factors like changes in consumer taste. Today you love something and tomorrow you hate that. Yes or no? So today you love chocolates, tomorrow you love chips. What to do? We have to change. Today you love dairy milk, tomorrow you love Milky Bar. We can't predict same thing I keep. Yes or no? So yesterday you were using in the pencil. When you are in first standard, you were using pencil. You can't say now I love pencil, I have to continue with the pencil. You can't say. Now you are grown up. After in school, you were using your ink pen. Now you are coming to college. You'll use your ballpoint pen or your gel pen. Depends. You can't. Your tastes will be keep on changing. Your fashion is also changing. Yes or no? The girls, what they will do, the way they what hairstyling was different. Now the hairstyle will be different automatically. Fashion has changed. You will tell I came to college now. I have to change myself. That's all comes under the risk. Changes in the methods of production. Before, how the production is happening, now you see all attractives are there, very very attractive. Before, when I was in my childhood, I can able to see only the plastic cover, inside that dal will be there. Now what it is, the company name is there, all the full details is there. So many things are there, so many methods. You have to keep on updating yourself. That is very important. Strike or lockdown, you will be having so many lockdowns are there, strikes will be there. Then also you have to overcome all these difficulties and you have to work it on that. And fire, theft, accident, it's all very familiar words for you. All this will be happening. But being a company, being a businessman, I have to overcome. So this is a characteristic. Definitely it is there. Then how I should overcome? Okay. So just a recap what we did in today's class. I believe you all understood today's topic. If you have any doubt, feel free to ask me, and you can text it to me also, and you can call it to me, and you can ask me. So today we discussed about two topics. One is the meaning of business, and then another topic is characteristics of business activities. Okay. So under that we discussed about seven points we discussed. So I believe you all understood. Immediately make a note and write it down. Pause the video then and there itself and finish your work. Don't prolong for a long time and keep it and pending. It will be burden because once the college starts, we will not take all this chapter once again. You have to submit your notes. All this will happen, and that time it will be so much pressured for you. So I want everyone to finish it then and there itself and don't keep pending for a long time. Okay. I believe you all understood today's topic, and I want a very healthy and be healthy at home, be safe at home, and do your work. Okay. Thank you, children.